Hey, thanks for stopping by the channel. This is just going to be an update to my video on the walk around I did on my 2023 Blue Crush Tacoma. I purchased the TRD off-road premium package, and I thought after I'd done the video that I didn't do a particularly good job of highlighting the differences in the premium trim level, so I thought I would do a video just on that. So, this is the Toyota Canada website. These are in Canadian dollars, so if you're falling off your chair at the prices, remember that US pricing will be much lower than Canadian. Well, be 30% lower in most cases. I think that's the difference between the Canadian and the US dollar. But so 52 for the off-road premium, 49 for the just standard off-road. So that's roughly, it's almost $3,000 difference between the two. So you'll have to look at that and determine whether these features that I'm about to show you is worth that additional cost. So let's start off here. Again, Toyota Canada website. There may be some changes to what you would receive in the US, but I think most of it is pretty much the same. So the first feature, I'll see these are the features of the off-road, and these are the features of the premium here, the next column over. The first feature you get is multi-terrain view monitor, and that is a feature where it makes use of the cameras that are on the premium, the one in the front, the one in each mirror, and the one in the rear. And what they do when you turn on the feature is it gives you a 360-degree view around your truck. I mean, that's a fake picture of a truck, but it's using the input from all the cameras to show you what's around. And this also is a view that you see out the front of the camera. So besides this, there's a second mode you can pick, and I don't know if these guys show it here, but there it is. So these are actually, this is a view out of the side mirrors. So that's the right side, that's the left side. So it's just showing you what's right beside your truck. So that is the multi-terrain video monitor. I think it would be a good feature to have if you're going off country or off-road, off-country, whatever you want to call it, to see what's on either side of the vehicle and around you. It might also be worthwhile if you're backing up with a trailer or something like that. But that is one feature in the premium package. The next one is blind spot monitor, and then blind spot monitor, that is just a warning that somebody's in your blind spot. If you're going to make a lane change, you'll see a little image appear in your mirror, your left mirror, to indicate that somebody is beside you. So if you haven't checked your blind spot by glancing over your shoulder, if at least you look at the mirror, you'll see that some vehicle is right beside you, and hopefully that'll prevent you getting in an accident. So that's kind of a valuable feature, and maybe it's worth some of the cost. This will be the next most expensive part of that $3,000 difference, is putting in a sunroof. It has tilt and full retract. Um, it's part of the reason I bought the premium package. I like a sunroof. I like having it back, and the tune's cranked on a warm day and having the sun come in. So yeah, it's expensive to get a sunroof in it, and that'll be a lot of the difference between the prices. Leather seats. Um, it's something that I like, but really the whole reason I bought leather seats is because they're heated, and I'm in Canada, as I've said before. And if you've ever had a Canadian winter and getting into a truck, you appreciate being able to toast your buns with the heated seats. I've had vehicles without heated seats, and ever since I've had one with heated seats, I've kind of never wanted to go back. So again, that $3,000 difference between the off-road and the premium, yeah, leather will be more expensive. Um, the other thing I use the heated seats for, I even use them in the summertime because I'm an older guy. And if I've done a lot of work or whatever, sometimes my lower back can get a bit tight. So I'll turn on the seat warmers even in the summertime to use like a heating blanket or whatever you call them, electric blankets, but basically the kind that you buy at the drugstore and plug in to to put some heat on your back. I'll actually use them for that. So this was a large part of the reason that I bought the premium package, just to get the leather seats and get the heating. It doesn't have cooling. My RAV4 had cooling. I think I used them once. I never really bothered with the cooling, so I don't care that it doesn't have it here. And maybe the final thing, well, two things. I like the leather looking seats as opposed to the cloth, but a lot of people then put covers over them, so I guess maybe that's immaterial. But looking at cloth seats, and I've had vehicles with cloth seats, they can show stains. Really, you have to keep right on top of them. I mean, you spill coffee on them, and the stain is there for a long time until you really go at it. And that's one of the things with the leather. The leather will take stains and just wipe up really easily. So yeah, I I always try to go with leather seats, or this is probably fake leather. Now it talks about wireless charging, and I've seen a couple of videos that people have done with just standard TRD off-road, and they seem to have it. So I'm not sure why it's saying wireless charging. That's there's a button on the dash, and there's a pad section just forward of the gear shift and the coffee cups where you can place a phone and it will charge without any kind of cable connection. But mine, I had trouble because it didn't like the case I had on my iPhone, and it wasn't turning on the charging symbol until I took off the case. So you might find that. But for me, I mean, if you're using CarPlay, you have to be plugged in, and it's charging while it's plugged in the USB port. So I don't know. I don't really think the wireless charging is much of a benefit because I never really used it much on the RAV, and I don't really use it, and I don't plan on using it on the Tacoma. So that's it. That is the differences. So do you think these features are worth the 3 grand? To be honest, no. I don't really think it's worth the price, but I wanted them. So that's what I did. I wanted the moonroof. I wanted the heated leather seats. The blind spot monitoring is important too, but I didn't specifically buy the premium package just to get blind spot monitor. I'm glad I have it because it does give you that protection of you making a lane change and you're not paying attention because you're yelling at the kids in the back or something. So it doesn't scream at you or anything like that. It just shows an indication that there's somebody beside you, but it could protect you from an accident. And then the multi-terrain, you know, it might be worthwhile having that. I don't go off-road, so I don't know if it would be that much benefit to me. Um, so there you have it. Those are the differences. So are they worth that amount of money? I kind of think that it's a bit much. You might be able to actually get an off-road and add one or two of these, like just maybe the sunroof or something. But I wanted the sunroof. I wanted the leather seats with heating in them, so that's why I went to the premium because that was what was available to me. So I hope this is a little bit better discussion of the differences between the package and whether one is might be favorable to you over the other. And thanks for stopping by.